Hello, my name is Ari, and I'm on a journey. I'm on a journey of self-discovery and growth and self-care. At 19, I was diagnosed with depression anxiety, and it changed the way I viewed life. Everything around me kind of jolted. I had gone from being a student that was, doing really well to a student on academic probation. I had gone from a person that loved to be around people to a person that was like, couldn't go anywhere. What once was so simple to me had become so terrifying and so hard and difficult, to say the least. I felt purposeless. I felt like nothing. People say things like, you have to find the light at the end of the tunnel. But I was sitting there and I'm like, you talking about this light? I don't even see this tunnel. All I see is darkness. And I just know I'm here and I'm alone. I felt embarrassed, misunderstood. I was always in a place of discomfort. I was angry. I was angry with myself. I was angry at life. I was angry by the things in life that had happened to me at the time and previously through life. And I hated that. This was my now. This was my present. All I knew was my present, my past, and neither were good. Every day felt like a Monday. Felt like nothing was going right. Felt like I felt like a failure. I felt miserable. I saw everyone else in life doing well, or so it seems. I saw everyone else in life doing well, and I was just there watching everyone's life go by. I knew who I wanted to be. I knew where I wanted to be, but it felt so unattainable. Like, I just felt like I couldn't get there. I was like, maybe it's just not for me. Maybe I'm just supposed to sit here, and maybe my whole life was just supposed to be a Monday. That's what it felt like. It felt like every sector, every portion of my life was a Monday. Nothing went right. It was miserable from the moment I woke up. I felt like any attempt of trying it backfired. It's like, took your time to get dressed and coffee spilled on your shirt. So you try again and then, you rub up against the car. I don't know. It just felt like nothing was working for me and I wasn't working. I felt like I was dysfunctional. I felt like I was cursed. I felt like a failure. Through therapy and having the loving and awesome support system I have, I kind of had my breakthrough. I still struggle every day, but I'm not as low as I have been. But I always know, how close or how far it can be. Having anxiety and depression is a constant battle. It's a constant, thing you work at. Like, I know that it will always have some type of place in my life, and I just have to learn how to work with it, through the tools and resources I was given. But one of the things that saved me was my constant view of life as a Monday. Because, if I see life as a Monday, that means that there's a Tuesday. That means that there is another day, that there is another moment. I'm not stuck or confined here. My whole life might have felt like a Monday. Your whole life might have felt like a Monday, but it doesn't mean that it'll always be a Monday, because Monday has to end at some point. It's got to. We have a whole week of days. And I came up with there's always Tuesday. There's always another day. There's always another moment. I've been told a lot of things in life. And, I've heard some positives too, but the negatives stuck with me. And, when you have anxiety, you're depressed, like, you don't feel like you have control over your life. You don't feel like you have control over yourself. You feel like you're stuck. I felt stuck. I felt like I was a failure, and that's all I could hear in my mind, and I couldn't control these thoughts. It was so difficult to challenge them. I decided that I was going to find Tuesday, no matter what that meant. That, there's always Tuesday. And not just for me, but other people that struggle the way I struggle, that go through the things that I've gone through. Because a lot of people have anxiety and depression, and sometimes it's not even anxiety and depression for you. Sometimes your whole life just felt like a Monday. There's always something for somebody. But I'm here to tell you, you're not a failure. I don't care what your mama told you, your grandma told you, your second grade teacher, anybody, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whoever laid an impact on you. You are more than the negativity that has been around you. You are more than you think you might be. You are divine and wonderful. You're not cursed. When you have anxiety and depression, it's not a curse. You're still powerful. You're still great. You always were. You always will be. That didn't change. And I needed someone to say that to me. That you are divine. You were created so precisely that there's no way that any part of you could have ever been a mistake. So in finding Tuesday, I found that a lot of people are looking for Tuesday in their life. A lot of people are looking for, that break. They're looking for that change. Maybe today feels this way, but who's to say it can't be any different? Who's to say that there can't be a change? I believe in that change. I know that a change is coming. I know that that change is there. There's always Tuesday became a mantra for me. It became a chant of a warrior, of a survivor, because I'm a survivor. Living with anxiety and depression is not easy. But every day I survive. Every day I live because of that. And something as simple as there's always Tuesday is that light that I need sometimes. And at first I was like, But, I started telling my friends about it. And when I was down, they would start telling me that. And I found purpose in that. I found peace in knowing that there's another day. Mondays aren't forever. It doesn't mean that your life will change today or in 3 days or in 3 weeks. It could be 3 years. Healing takes time. But I know that a lot of people want a Tuesday. And that's what this journey is for. This journey is to start the conversation on mental health. It's to start the conversation on being better and challenging your life, challenging your present, challenging your past. And I believe that the only way that can happen is if we start the dialogue. I remember being told, are you crazy? I know a lot of people don't have the resources that I do to go to therapy. A lot of people don't have the tools to know how to deal with their anxiety or know that they have anxiety or what a trigger is. And there's so much. And along this journey, why not talk about it? Why not help each other? This is my first video, but I want to do lots more. So use the hashtag There's Always Tuesday. And if you struggle with depression, anxiety, and you feel comfortable, tell me about it. If you have something in life that you want to overcome, whether it's fear or it's the pain you've gone through, the pain that you're keeping. This is about, moving. We're not going to find Tuesday so fast, but as long as you're moving and you're creating a process, you're on the way to greatness. You're on the way to finding the love in you. You know, sometimes you're not the person you want to be. Sometimes you're not in the place you want to be. Doesn't mean you won't be. Doesn't mean you can't. It's okay not to be okay. So use the hashtag There's Always Tuesday and tell me, you know, where you are in life. Tell me where you want to be in life. Tell me if you do struggle with anxiety and depression and how that affects you. And let's create a community of people that are willing to talk about their problems. So subscribe and tell a friend. Thank you for listening. There's Always Tuesday.